Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We are now on episode 44 of the series, and in the last episode we saw a lot of things happening. Like Brazil being, expanding quite a bit. Some land was bought over here. A big war took place over here. These puppet states were being incorporated, some of the puppet state areas were being incorporated into, their respective countries. And, we had Crimea and Brazil being very communist, which there are two. There is a fascist nation right here, which is Kazakhstan. So there's one. There's the red team is a democracy at this point, so that's why there's one there. And Quebec is a republic, so that's why there's one next to the R. And there are 5 monarchies being these guys over here. So yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at some more stuff. First up, Quebec and this country will have an agreement to split the land between themselves, and they would form a defensive alliance and an economical alliance. Pretty interesting for Quebec. So they actually Quebec will be given this island back. And Quebec would be allowed to take a bit of this area over here. Why did they do that? Well, they wanted better relations, that's why. They want good relations. They want to put their authoritarian past behind them and become a very republic nation, which is still a democracy, which they're not a democracy, but they're a republic. They are republics and democracies. Those are good. Those are countries that are very close. So Quebec is now very large and very friendly with a lot of their neighbors. With all of their neighbors in North America. They have put their past. They have forgotten about how they were in the past, and they want to make better relations, which they already have. So Quebec is rising back under a new Republican leadership. Also, this country right here, they are also a democracy, so we can change this from a 1 to a 2, which I forgot to mention that. So yeah, that's a 2. And they are trying to work. So Quebec and the red team are having foreign meetings in each other's capitals, discussing economic agreement. They will trade with each other, and they will help each other out if anything goes wrong. So, Quebec and, I guess I'll call this Maine, will form a defensive pact with each other, which I'll represent with the blue, shield, like that, on their border. I'm gonna have to make this a little small, but that's that's a shield to show that they're in a defensive alliance, and this will remain for the whole series. Their defensive pact will remain for until the end of the series. And for their economical alliance, they will have a star in their countries. Oh. Actually, I'll just put it over next to their countries area. So a green star will be next to their countries to show that they're in the Star Economical Alliance. And their offer is for anyone who wants to join. You don't have to change your currency. You're welcome to join if you want to be friends. If you want, they don't really care about switching currencies with their fellow economical allies. So yeah, what in the world is happening over here? I don't know what just happened there, but yeah, that's what happens. So as we saw with, as I said, the red team and Quebec have been working on economic partnership, and they will join. And the red team will join the Star Economical Alliance. Yes, there are now economical alliances in this series. And yeah, that's interesting. Even Colombia over here will be joining the Star Economical Alliance. Oh, that's not a star. So yeah, Quebec is in. So Quebec's Economical Alliance is pretty good. And now we're gonna see something interesting take place. Also, now we need a military alliance as well. So this will be represented with yellow. And a military alliance will already be signed. It will include the same Quebec. This will include Quebec with the yellow square. These guys also get a yellow square because they're in this. They're all the same economical alliances in the military alliance as well. So the red team is also in this. But who also joins is the blue team because they're friendly with the red team. Which means if one of them got attacked, their allies will come to their aid. So that's why we see this military alliance being formed. So yeah, the country that's interested in joining is actually Liberia is interested in joining this military alliance because they are feeling threatened right now. But they actually will create their own military alliance. This one will be the Triangle Military Alliance, and they are the founding member of this alliance. Who will join? Well, their neighbor to their north, France, will join. Their fellow monarchist nations will join their military alliance. And they will also create an economical alliance as well. Also, the blue team joins the Star Economical Alliance. So we can put a green star next to their country. Over here. And now the Triangle Military Alliance also has an economical alliance, which I'll represent also with the triangle. This time it's going to be smaller to show that they're more, so all of these countries are in an economical alliance. So that's pretty interesting. Let's check out some elections. Now, now, Tanzania is having elections right now. They're having elections right now. And would you look at the candidates? There's 4 candidates. There are 4 candidates on the table. One of the candidates is our a communist candidate. Another one is a fascist candidate. Another one is a Democratic candidate, and the other one is a Republican candidate. So that's all of them. So let's look at the votes. A communist will get 11% of the vote. That's not much. The fascists will get also 11%. Actually, no, they get 12% of the vote. Actually, scratch that. They actually get 40% of the vote. The Democratic government, the Democratic candidate will only get 2% of the vote, and the Republican candidate only gets 1% of the votes. So they will elect a fascist leader. So we can go ahead and update the fascist count to 2. So that's not good if you're anyone near their border, because they are fascists and they don't care about any other country that's not fat. They hate communists as well, because fascism and communism, those 2 ideologies don't work well together. But fascism and democracies, they go well together, and communism and democracies go well together. Same thing for them in republics. That's pretty interesting. So now we need an iron cross on their country over here, which is not a good thing to see. Yeah, there are some interesting developments now in the series. Now let's get the outline going for the iron cross, because I'm pretty sure it had white on it. We are going to take a look at Egypt. Egypt is not, they are kind of expansionist, but they're not that expansionist. They're not like a communist, not a communist nation or a fascist nation. They're actually very democratic. So technically there's 3 democracies. Actually there's 4 because of the blue. Now the blue team's a republic. No, they're actually a democracy. And there's actually 2 republics. Mesopotamia is also a republic. And even Greece, so that makes it 3. So, yeah. Pretty interesting. So yeah, and Egypt, Mesopotamia, and Greece, they will form a military alliance in order to stop any aggressive expansion near their borders. A little hypocritical of Egypt because they are kind of expansionist, but we'll let it slide. And I'll be using a this military alliance is gonna be the Star military alliance. Yes, we already have a green star now. It's a yellow star to represent military alliances. So this will go in their countries over here. They also form an economical alliance. So that's interesting. So I'm gonna have to find a shape here. There is not many shapes. We're gonna get a square. So each of these will be in the square economical alliance. Pretty interesting, if you to say the very least. And now we're actually gonna look at Brazil and their puppets. Brazil will be taking a lot of their puppet government land over here. That's because they are trying to incorporate them into their territory. Even though they're communists, they will do this. They will even start to begin to incorporate a lot of provinces over here in this area of this puppet state, which is pretty interesting. Once we reach episode 100, that'll be the ending of the series. For this first season, there will be a season 2, I know that. Over here with fascist Tanzanians, they will oh god, this is not good. They now have all of their puppet state under their control. This is not good if you're the Egyptian puppet state. And as you can see, their puppet states are also in their military alliance, so yeah. Now let's look at Liberia's puppet state. Oh, they actually already completely incorporated into their territory. So Liberia is looking pretty good. Over here and with Egypt, they'll be annexing all of their original puppet state here, and a good portion of this puppet state, and this puppet state, and even a lot of these puppets over here. Interestingly enough, what in the... So yeah, this is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting that they are that this is happening right now. Yeah, there are some tensions with Tanzania and Egypt already. That's not good. What is good is, well, these colors are not looking very good, so I'm just getting rid of them. So yeah, there we go. Egypt is pretty big now. Yeah. Over here in North America, we see a defensive alliance being formed between Panama, Mexico, Cascadia. We actually see a defensive pact being formed with all of these countries right here. So, yeah. I'll be representing it with another shield here. I'll put them right here, along in the ocean here, because I'm struggling to find shapes. Why does that look like Nevada? Did I just draw Nevada? How did I do that? So, yeah, So, this area is pretty, interesting, to say the very least. So, yeah, we even see a military alliance being formed. I don't know what color to make this. I don't know what shape. This military alliance is going to be represented with a right triangle. The right triangle military alliance. So yeah, all of the countries in this alliance are very good allies now. Don't know why this happens. But are we gonna complain? No. Gotta put this right here. And now we need an economical alliance between these nations. And, we're gonna put in, let's put in the, Circle Economical Alliance between these guys. Yep, that's it. That's... I'm running out of shapes. I'm sorry. Yeah, this area is very, united. Yeah. So yeah, we have a lot of colors. That is somehow very close here. And yeah, pretty interesting. Over here in India, well, in this area right here, we kind of see the collapse of some countries, which are these two countries over here. So we can see their division, what their division will look like. So this purple country right here, regaining just a few provinces over here. Not much. Not many. But still they get some provinces from this. This country right here will be getting these provinces over here. Pretty interesting. This country right here will be getting these provinces right here. Yeah. And the rest of this gets divided up between the blue and red team. So we can go ahead and see this division. The red team will be taking all of this country and a bit of this country right here. Yeah. That's a lot of land. Yeah, this is a lot of land for one country already. Yeah, they already released these countries, so they are pretty united. The blue team's borders are weird, so I'm gonna have to fix that soon. It'll be fixed soon enough, don't worry. So that's gonna be it for this episode. So practically no invasions took place.
Oh my God! You're like, get off!
I hope I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.